Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Hey Alan, hey, salut Pierre. On va profiter un peu de faire le nouvel event. We'll do the new event today, the Wonder Theater. I had a quick look. Kind of woke up at 4 a.m. I had a quick look. And I was like, I'll go back to bed. There's no need to. So, yeah. We need some, I don't know if you guys played or not, but I think we probably need someone to run a simulation or to calculate the odds, right? Basically for that game mode. That's my farm account. I'll just play my farm account like, you know, like we don't know how it works. See what happens. But I'm fighting with the game to try to get these training missions. You know, Alliance mobilization on 4 cities is like an insane thing. But how are you, everyone? I'm still having chocolate and coffee. But you know, favorite thing in the morning. Something new in Whiteout. Chocolate, coffee. Clearing the red dots. Hey, Marcus. Or the Marcus dude. I don't know if it's Marcus. Good morning, everyone. Just need to swap up a bit between accounts. Do like the Alliance mob. But you know, I might just, to be honest, not to make the stream too annoying for you guys, I might just pick... I might just do a money... let's do 14 minutes here. Let's do this one first. That's what, you know, Frostars are for sometimes. When you make content, they are meant to be practical. I don't know, you do it for Snowbusters. I was initially planning to make a lazy strategy for Snowbuster, but I basically clear until level 11 with the rockets, with the auto clearing. It's not optimal, but it's very, very convenient. And that's when it starts to be too expensive to do it, basically. I could even go a bit higher. But let's do that. Bam 1. Bam 2. Bam 3. So we are chill on the main for a long time. And we can do the 271 to just have perfect points for in a few hours to get another one. I'm doing well in Alliance mobilization. People are not going too crazy today. And we'll buy some packs for the new events. That's gonna relieve a bit of things to do now. And maybe you guys bring me luck. Let's see. Don't I have a question? Hey, Greenfield. Good morning, good day. What is the best strategy to fill up castle between... I mean, double rally is quite easy. Double rally is quite easy. No luck. It depends a bit on your ratio, right? If you are using 60-40, you mostly want to send infantries. Because the Lancer, they're gonna barely get injured for most people, so you mostly want to have people sending infantries. If you have Lancers and, you know, an infantry, you want to send both, of course. But what's... Yeah, you don't have enough people. Your reinforcement is not timed well, it's costing too many gems. Like, what's the question behind the question? If there is one. I'm assuming there is one, but... There might not be. So let's look at that new thing. So you roll the dice, you go between -2 or +3, which giving you select, right? Select this reward. Select this reward will end the run. Reset your floor count and refresh. So that's, yeah. So regular exploration, you go back down, and protected exploration, you go up, right? And you want to go up here because, you know, between 24 and 6,000. But getting here is probably pretty hard. If I had to bet, getting here is probably pretty bad, because what do you do with 6,000? We cannot see it. So I'm gonna look online if people made either TalkStream did the calculation on the shop yet or not, and if people made the calculation here, because there is no point in going to the lower floors and accepting them, right? I want to fill up the castle between double rallies. So what the best? It's best to have 13 players in garrison or 14 and have as little as possible, and everybody sending one march to center. I mean, the one that are not in garrison can send only one march, right? And the one that are in garrison can sell multiple march. So in garrison, multiple march is quite expensive on gem. So you will want to have people that can afford to speed up multiple marches. Or they are smart to do math with their head and they can calculate when they need to send them. So you want both, and that's like the great states. They are leveraging for that free-to-play player a lot, because in between rallies, you do not care that much about the troop average and everything. You care to have all, a full march every time as much as possible, unless you are the far weaker and you can only defend if you have like max level troops. But if you can take multiple rallies with non-max level troops, with not the highest level always, you just want to have volume and quantity. So people can basically, plan their march based on their march time versus the march time of the opponent rally leader, and try to minimize the gem they spend. Or they do like me, they don't really calculate much, they send 2 or 3 marches and they use gems to do it. But when I'm streaming, I'm not very careful sometimes with the time of the opponent and things like that to go to middle, so I'm just compensating with gem, but that could be, 20, 50, 100k in just one freaking event. So it's a lot. So it can be a lot. Good morning, everybody. We are nearly 30. Thank you very much for being here. Tuesday morning for me, at least. I'm just gonna do that. I'm doing my daily on Kingshot as well, so I'm kind of a bit of a rush, at that stage of the day. Bam. Let's train troops. Let's get rid of some of these red dots. And we will look at the rules here, because I read them at 4 AM, but I'm gonna lower a tiny bit. Is the music okay for you guys? Because my headset was maybe a bit loud. I mean a bit high in the sound. So Wonderland is made up of 7 floors you can explore, starting from floor 1. Exploring with talismans of ice. Draw random numbers to ascend or descend floor, so you go to +3 or -2. So hopefully with the odds, descend 1 floor. So that's 30% chance, right? You have 30% chance to go down, more or less. You have, barely any chance to go up 3, and you have 70% to go up. So that's pretty good. First, exploration. So for exploration, you have a lot of chance to do 1 or 2. Then you have 30% to go down. And Wonder Star chance, I don't know what it is yet. That I don't know what it is. And the reward rate, floor 3. Oh, so you don't have all of it. You have random selected from. So you have floor. See, you have a floor 8 that we don't see. So you have the stars. Then you have one of these, and then you have another chance to get one of these. So you get 2 out of these 4. I mean, you can do both. You can literally do both. People in science and 2 marches. 2 is not too bad to manage. 3 takes a bit of practice and quite a bit of gem. 2, I think most people can manage. And then everyone else in 1 march. It becomes tough to go up in floors without at least 150 talismans. You can only pick 1 item on the floor you settle on. Okay. Okay. We'll play a bit, but I'm really curious. I did not watch any videos about it, anything, so you can undertake regular exploration or protected exploration. Each floor gives you a choice of not claiming a reward and continue exploring. Okay, pick up 1 floor reward, resetting your floor count and ending the exploration round. Reaching Wonderland floor 7 earns an additional 1 to 5 wonderful star rewards. Collect 500 to ensure the next exploration reach the Astral Wonderland, which even more rewards. So that's level 8 in the Astral Wonderland. So you need to go to floor 7 a few times. And you know, the odds we were looking at is, I mean, to get 5 star, you get 2%. To get 4 star, these are like 14% to get 3, 4, 5 stars. So that's very low. So you will get 1 or 2. That probably means that you need to go in average, you need to go, you know, 3 to 4 times to floor 7 before you can access the Astral Wonderland. You can get lucky, but that will be the average. A reward seems generous if you can go here as GD, but I don't know how much it costs. So regular exploration is not available on floor 1, that's fair enough. Ascending in regular exploration gives you the option to claim any reward from the new floor, which resets your floor count and end the turn, or you can choose not to claim the reward and continue regular or protected exploration. Descending in regular exploration gives you a choice of any reward from the floor you descend. Okay, and what is the difference between protected exploration then? You need Talisman of Ice to explore in protected modes. And the higher floor may require more Talisman of Ice. Okay, exploring in protected mode on floor 1 means that you will definitely ascend to a higher floor. Okay. The Talisman of Ice will protect you from descending floor when drawing a negative number. Trigger this effect 3 times on the floor, guaranteed ascent. Also, there is even a fail-safe system. So if you are very unlucky on the 30%. Okay, so that's mostly the big difference. So here, I mean, I went up 2, so that's pretty good already. But you know, it's my farm, so that's daily packs for 6 days. So just that is $30. And the diminishing return is pretty bad. And you have nothing else. And rewards, you can get charms, Essence Stones, Chief Gear. What do you get? You can choose Charm, Essence Stone, Chief Gear, right? Chief Gear material, and then in the store, probably these are decently priced, but that's only 20. And the rest I cannot sell. So let me look a bit at Discord. Let's go on the worst nerds. What's up there? What did they do so far? So data. They have a new channel. Add to the channel list. Result after 100,000 simulation. Average turn to reach level floor 7, it needs 11.97 turn in average. Average total cost 562.7. Median total cost 750. Sorry, 550. I'll put Discord. I mean, this one is confusing in the sense that the math are. It's clear you need to do math to play the game properly, right? Many events are like that in Whiteout, but it's a bit more hidden. So people don't understand that they need to understand the mass. Like Mia's Fortune is a very good example. Mia's Fortune, like most people think they can understand Mia's Fortune on their own without looking at the simulation. And if you looked at all the advice on YouTube for the first 2 years of the game, all of them were wrong. But when you look at the simulation, all of them were right. I mean, not all of them, but... So, that's the little calculation they've done. So, you need... So, 12... to reach level 7, you need 12 turns. That's the average at the medium cost. Then with the 90% cost interval, you can be, you know, very lucky and it costs you 215, or you can be highly, highly unlucky and it's gonna cost you 915. So minimum cost 35, maximum cost 1000. Vibe OP coding. So can you run once? So that's pretty good as well. So gathering information, Reddit. So data dump. Oh, we'll do data dump for now. And that's pretty nice of the person that did the math. Did I lost it? Oh, how is that possible? This one I want. That's the one I want. Let me see if you guys... Is it following? Yeah, it's following. That we got, so that's pretty good, and that people seems to be happy with the mass. PCB seems to be happy with the mass, so that's a good sign. We might need to see if people are... Okay, so that's one part. That part I'm okay. Then let's look at the shop. Such a confusing event. Hello, bro. Did you already cover the proper strategy? No, not at all. We are figuring things out. But these events, you know, they are, again, you need to understand the math and the odds to be able to make a strategy. You know, if you try to look and just, you know, just just try to make it happen on your own, it's usually not working. So that was a very bad decision on my part. What did I do here? What did I do? Let's do 450, not to bother too much today. I don't want to spend time on that while we stream for the new event. So let's get rid of all of these stuff. Let's give us a bit more. So basically what we gathered so far is that you need, in average, you need oh, I got the wrong one. They have two versions on WoS Nerds, and I got the wrong data. I copied the wrong one. Why it's not working the way I want? This one we want. So we need 570. 570 to achieve a level 8 floor. So level 8 floor is this one. The extra rewards, right? If you look at the reward rate, like it's what they call the Wonderland whatever. Oh, I need to go and get Alliance Mob Task. We'll calculate how much it is. We'll cover how much it is. Just getting that quick. You want to have a timer every 30 minutes, guys, if you want to make points. Yeah, being an R4 helps a bit, you know, so you can be the one refreshing as well. I'm gonna calculate, and then I'm gonna start to make a spreadsheet a bit as well. We're gonna make that together. 570, wow, Timothy says on Twitch. Yes, that's a bit much. But that's to guarantee you, I mean, in average, it's not to guarantee you. It's to get the average luck. Wow, I was too slow. I was not too slow for the second one. Yesterday, I refreshed freaking all day. I got one mission, and I missed none. So, I mean, it was insane. Yesterday was totally insane. The amount of... The amount of... Oh, that's bad. Because I need to buy packs eventually. Wow, there is another one today. So, you know, I really need to make points. Did it disappear? Ah, come on. Ah, so bad. So let me do that. Let me do that. Sometimes, you know, you spend 10 hours of speed ups and you get nothing. It is what it is. It's amazing to have 3 at least for, you know, for me and the team, it's amazing. But I'm gonna buy, you know, the 5 and the 10. I think every day at least to try to play a bit that event. Because rewards are things I could use. But you see, you're gonna need to spend... So that's, let's say that's 80 a day. So that's... Let's do some Google Sheet. I'm prepare it and then I'll put it on stream. So we can start to do some calculation. Yeah, to get an idea about what to do. And so Whiteout Survival is gonna be a public one made by me, and it's called, what's the name of the event? The name of the event is let's call it Wonder Theater. Oh no, Wonder Theater. So it's gonna be bam bam bam. We're gonna do that, right? Realize that the mission for spending 50k gems give lesser point than spending 10k gems. Yeah, you have a diminishing return, but you know, you have a limited amount of missions, so you cannot do all of them. So let me just send my farmers on King Shots. I don't even have level 8 tiles anymore. We are like in a noob area and don't even have level 8 tiles. I just need to be careful. I provide the link to the worst nerd. Yeah, of course. There's nothing private here. Invite to server. I'm in a streamer mode. So, pam 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 pam. How can I do that? Probably get it from PC at some point. Where is Worst Nerd? Here. That should be a permanent link to join it. That's there you go. Yes, spreadsheet stream. We'll do some. I just need to swap a bit my screen, so you know. It's not the right one showing now. The right one showing. So okay, so we're good. I need to put the game here. So let's start with packs. Let's start with the mission first. Daily mission. So we have 6 days. So mission. So we have task. We have what these are called. Talisman of Ice. Then we have total. Because we have nothing else, right? So you have to do 1 polar. I mean, they made these very easy to do, to be honest. That's pretty cool. No, we don't have 1 purchase, so that's not free to play friendly. So that's 5, 5, 10, 20. So times 6. Bit bigger, and if we need to, we're gonna enter. So that's gonna be. Wait, what was that? Oh, I have king shot that crashed. Okay, so that's what you get, and that's total free to play, and total pay to win. That's fairly straightforward, but that's the easy part. Now we can look at packs, and I need a way to have chat visible as well, because I don't have chat visible. So let me do that. Can you share a link for the Frost Stars? Yes, so I have a link on the official Century Frost Stars, content creator link, so if anybody cares to support my work. There is no additional cost for you, and I get a little something every time you top up from the official store. So someone is asking on Twitch, so let me share it to you. Thanks, Timothy. And you can share it with walls and stuff. You know, when you open the link, there is like at the end of the link, but there is a code, and that's my code, and you will find like other codes for like I think Cheesegul has one. I think I've seen Papa Popsicle having one. I've seen Shield having one, for example. So quite a few of us have one. So you know, the only difference for all of us is like the code at the end of the link, and when you open the link, the code is being removed. It's kind of refreshing the page and the code is removed, but it's being tracked in the back end, so there is no problem, right? But you just need to open every time you want to top up or to buy Frost Stars on the official store. You need to click to open that link or the link of the the other content creator you want to support, and that's gonna count towards us. You know, so that's the way So it's a bit hard to bookmark, but you can keep it somewhere. Yeah, that's the issue, right? That's the issue is one. Hello, Illusion. That event is one of the worst to come up with the strategy with your own head, if that makes sense. So you kind of have to I think that's a clear example where you need to understand the math and see the odds, right? So we're gonna calculate the packs to start with. So we have cost, we have amount of in total event. Let's call it total event. A1. So we have 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100, and you can buy them once a day only, right? And they are giving, and we're gonna do talismans per dollar as well. as usual, right? That's what we care about. And then I'm gonna look if we get a bit of information about the store as well from the shop, from Torxim. I don't know why it's hard to pronounce Torxim. The R and the X is like a weird thing for me. So that's 80, 140, 240. You see there is a kind of the diminishing return feels pretty bad at that stage. So you can divide that by... And that will be, so that will be the total cost. That will be total cost. Total event cost. And we can do total accumulated cost. That's the thing we're gonna care about. So that's gonna be that times 6. It's a 6-day event. So if you buy that total event, so that's what do I want it to cover? So that's, let's say it's dollar here. Let's... Why I cannot... Wow, there is something weird. Okay. So format, number, dollar. So illusion, like the first number that people came up with is 5. You need 570. I'll share the... I'll put the math here somewhere. Someone did the math on Wosnerds a bit, and it's 570 now. The median is 570, and the average is like 562, 562. So it's quite a bit. It's actually quite a bit. So that's why you need to look at numbers, to be honest. Like whoever is going and playing these, just let me check that text because we have like between people. Je serai absent. Okay. I just need to answer a text quick. Wow. So I'm just gonna need to forward it to the wife as well, and I'm good. We're back in a sec. So that's, let's use dollar here. Dollar, so what I want, total talismans. Yeah, I want the talisman, not the cost. And here I want the cost. So it's gonna be that times 6. That's gonna be the cost per event. If you buy only, you know, only the same pack every day. And that's gonna be the total accumulated cost. So if you buy, you know, if you buy all of it, it's a $1,000 event, you know, it's a lot. We need to see the value in the store. It's not the worst, but it's quite a bit. It can be a bit of a pricey event. I got -1, -1, -1, +2 on my farm, then the cost jumped to 30 talisman per attempt. No, I don't want Poyo euro instead of dollars because like it's you know, people are used to compare packs in dollars. Euro is like I think it's weirder for like the international community. But if you do the up to the $20, like I'm planning to do to the up to the $10, and that's gonna be $90 at the end of the event. So that's quite a bit already. And the value, the talisman per dollar value is still pretty high. It's still pretty high. So we can do, so free to play gonna get 120. So if we look at what people found, so that was Protect cheat, yes, yes, yes. And that was packs and mission. Mission and packs. So now if we look at what people calculated, and that's, I'm gonna put it in another tab. So I'm gonna leave it here. Can you guys copy text? Can you guys see it? I need a third screen. I don't have enough real estate to see it. That's good. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, you put your... Okay. Perfect. No worries. So in-game, I need to buy... Do I want to buy more? We'll see if I decide to buy more, to be honest, in-game. I'm not sure I want to yet. Where is... So that's what people calculated on Worst Nerds, right? So to go to level 7, you need, in average, you need 12 turns. So the average is 563, the median is 570, and you can go as low as 35 if you are like the most lucky, and it can cost you 1,000 if you can be the less lucky, right? So we want to calculate kind of milestone and floors kind of thing. I don't really know what to do with it yet, but yeah, that's a good idea, Santiago. That's a good idea. I should make a channel for that. You're right. That's something I can consider today. I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess I say thank you for using the link. We'll see. We'll see the impact it has. I don't really grasp that yet. It's a very new thing, so. But that's amazing you guys are using it. That's really amazing. So we have milestone as well, and the milestone are every so 100, 200, 500, 800, 1,000, 1,400. There is a lot of milestones. So that's the easy part. Milestone is very easy to calculate because we get 1,000, 200, 500, 800. Seven, 2,000, 2,300, 2,600, 2,900. It's actually a lot cooler to do that live, because that's usually what I do, alone in my corner. When there is a new event, I actually prefer a lot more to do that with you guys. It's a lot more fun to do. There is a lot of milestone rewards. And they are giving a lot of coins. So they are giving 900. Until when they are giving 900s? They are giving 900 at here. But I wanted to kind of make how to support me channel eventually with like maybe a few affiliate links, like things very general like Amazon and things like that for people that I really wish to find an option that could help me a lot, but that's not costing you guys anything on top of that. Of course, people that want to. So sometimes I got PayPal donations. I put a PayPal link not too long ago. Things like that because people have been asking, but that costs you money, there is always like people that can subscribe on YouTube. I do like a monthly stream, and you can subscribe for like $3, $5, $10. Yeah, like 3 tiers of memberships, things like that. But I really, if we can, I prefer for us to find things that are, free for you guys to support me. That makes sense. So everyone's happy, right? There is nothing extra to do, and it costs nothing extra, and kind of the best of both worlds. That's a lot of coins, you know, because we're gonna need to calculate. I'm gonna need to check if TalkStream did this thing for the shop, so we just have to put an image to it. So that's 15,000 coins you can get. Cumulated milestone reward, cumulated milestones, rewards, milestones. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. And free to play, you get 120, right? So for cost to achieve. So we've seen that free to play is actually just 120. So that's free to play. So let's do, and it's gonna be from, I need another line here. That's mission. That's $5. That's $10. That's $20. That's $50. That's $100 to achieve. Hey Mazi, I think it's Polish. I don't speak Polish, so I don't know what to say. What is the Astral? So the Astral, let me put, the Astral is a level 8, so you do not see it in game, level 8, but if I remove Chrome, if you go here, if you go about probability, reward rate, you have the level 8 here. You have floor 8. So when you reach floor 7, you are accumulating these things, like the Wonder Stars. And when you have 5 Wonder Stars, you can access level 8. And that's 11, you know. It's gonna get complex. It's gonna get very complex because I need to add to these, right? To what I'm doing right now. I need to add what kind of the expected amount of rewards you will get from doing the floors and stuff, and that feels impossible to do. I don't know how to calculate that properly. Wonder Star coins that will be converted. That will make sense to me. That will make sense to me. So the strategy could be that's free to play. Free to play track. So free to play can do that. They have 120, so that's what they can do. Then you get 220 if you do the daily purchase, so you can go here. I mean, free to play. Free to play plus daily pack. And that's 120, that's 240 already. Then to go to 600, if this is too confusing for me, I just keep this event on my own and just wait for better rewards. But you know, we'll find a way. At some point there will be, you know, do this or do that. When we are done, that should be quite easy to do, right? We should be quite easy to do. I really need a third screen. Can I access it on my phone maybe? Let me do that very quickly. So if I look at the game, Let me calculate that. So you get 80 per day. So you are 240 plus 80, plus 80, plus 80, plus 80, plus 80. So that's 5 times. So that you need to buy 5. So it's going to be 240 plus 80 times 5. We're going to be at 600. If you do that, that's going to cost you 25, right? That's going to cost you 25. Plus, you need to find 1 pack for day 6 here. That the milestone. Oh, it's 500, the milestone. So we can remove 80. That's what I've been doing so far. And we'll see what I can hope to get for that. And how many, because if we need in average 570, I don't know if you see it on this, do you see it? Or did I remove it? Let me just do maybe a 90. You see it? So if we need in average 570, and at worst 1000 to get to floor 7, we will quickly see what you get. But it's gonna be easy, right? If you do that, it's gonna be plus 2 times 80 plus, how much is the $10? It's 140 times 6. It's gonna be 1,500. So you're gonna be here with a $10 pack. So you can do 5 and 4 basically. You can do 5 and 4 and it's gonna put you here. You can skip $10 and you're gonna start to unlock the 900 milestone. And that's gonna be if I copy it, it's gonna be times 5. Floor 7 is not the end. Yes, exactly. So you want to reach floor 7 to accumulate the Wonder Stars to have a chance to reach floor 6. And that's the part I'm struggling to understand what's, like, is it only worth it if you reach floor 6? Floor 8, sorry, not 6. Or either is a world where it's worth it in between, right? So we can do here, we can do 240 plus 80 times 6. So that's 700. So we're gonna need to do plus 1 times 140 here. And that's gonna be 5 and 1. That's gonna be 5 and 1. And we're gonna take that. And then it's gonna be, let's do 3 times. It's gonna be, yes, perfect. So it's gonna be 5 and 3. So here I might have made a mistake. Let me get the mass back. So 5 and 4. So it's gonna be 4. Yeah, 4 and 5. But it's gonna be, oh, it's a 6-day event. I need to be careful. Hey, Red One. Exciting morning, doing a lot of things for the game. That's things, that's part of what I love to do. So I'm actually quite off because here is, it's times 6 and 1. It's 6 and 1, 6, 6. So here is 6 and 1, 6 and 1, and it's gonna be 5, 6 and 5. And of course, you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to do that until the end of day, right? That's for sure. Hey, Azael. It's that's the first mass here, Azael, from Woz Nerds. They're on the right of the screen. So the average to reach floor 7 is at the top. And here at the bottom, just below, you have the average to reach the floor you want. So for example, free to play will have 120, so you will reach between floor and 5. You will nearly be sure to reach floor 4. So for me, yeah, I don't know. I need to calculate the rest. So let's look at the next level here. So if I do that times 6, let's give me that. So I'm gonna need to go to 1 times, and that's 240. But it's put me 100 extra, so I can save. I can save a bit here. I can remove 1 pack. And here, if I go back, plus I'm gonna add another one, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be just like that, 6 and 2. And here I'm gonna need to add 2, but it's far too much. So I can remove 1 and 1. That's gonna be perfect. That's 5, 5, 4. I mean, I don't know if it's really useful, you know, but in case it makes sense later. So that's, you know, this, I did not like look in depth in Wozner's, but the guy made 2 times some calculation, and that's the one that people seems to agree on at that stage. You know, would it be the final stuff? He made like 100K simulation with these numbers. I mean, to come to these numbers, he entered the parameters of the event and he made 100K simulations. So that these are, it looked pretty solid to me. So if I do that, if I do 5, so I'm gonna need to add level 1. So it's gonna be 6 and 5 to get here. And here it's gonna be 3000, so you can remove. So it's gonna be 5, 6, 6. I struggle to see if it's really valuable what we do right now, but it might be. It's important to have it as a baseline for later. So here it's 5. It's 1 times 580. So that's far too much. So we can start to remove. So it can be 6551. 6551. That's where we're gonna be here. This event seems to fail the eye test. Yeah, yeah, Jason. That's one of the most complex one they've made, I think. At least to like I said, you know, like Mia's Fortune, for example, everyone, I mean, nearly everyone had the wrong strategy when they come to their own conclusion about what strategy is best to use. And the simulation are clearly telling us to play another way. But you can play Mia's Fortune without understanding everything perfectly, right? I'm gonna do that on the phone, actually. I'm gonna have King Shot on the phone and keep crashing. So let's finish that. Anywhere reach 5 times level 7 and went to Wonderland. I don't know any yet, but you know, people are not spending crazily on this event in my alliance. But I'm sure, you know, like the mukbang, like all these big dudes making reels about spending, you know, millions of euros. There might be They might be the one doing such content soon. But I'm not sure what to do with the strategy yet. If you guys want the strategy, I'm not sure what to do yet because it needs a lot more. To know what to do, it's going to need a lot more than what I'm doing here. It's going to take quite a bit more, to be honest. So if I do 661, it's going to be far too much. So 661, 662. So that's going to be here. That's going to be this one. That's going to be 662. So this one, I need to remove. I can do that. So I can do 5, and I can remove again 120. So I can do 1. I mean, nobody's going to skip a $5 pack, you know, when you are that level of spend. But that could be where we are. And that's 6. So that I'm going to copy paste everywhere. We have the basic formula, so I just have to edit it. So here we good. No mistake like last time. So if I do one more here, I'm 40 above. So that's perfect. So if I do 2 more here, I'm going to need to remove somewhere. So 500, so I need to remove. So I'm pretty sure it's going to go like that, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure it's going to go like that. Yes, exactly. That's perfect. That's really perfect. They made it very simple. So here, I need to remove some because we need to remove 300. So we're going to remove 5. It's going to be 5. And I can remove 80, so I can make a 5 here and here. About the strategy, just make a partial thing to see if it was doing the wall panel. It might give an idea on how much a scam this event. I mean, if you reach the end, it seems to be worthy, but it's very hard to get. And I'm gonna make a total cost because like reaching the milestone, like it might be, you know, like the variation of what you might get might be too big. So for me, the play might be to aim for a milestone instead of trying to aim for like, you know, reaching a certain amount of 7th floor. You know, it's like in real life, you know, the 7th floor or 7th sky might not be guaranteed. So you might want to get to the milestone, you know. So here we are somewhere here, and that's gonna be too much. So I'm going to need to remove 300. So that's usually the way I do it. It's just like that. It's just like that. So that's give us. So that's verification, and I'm gonna hide it. Verification. That can be hidden. That will be total cost. So I likely pay for milestone myself. Literally 2% chance to get to floor 7. Yeah, it's very low. Question is. Oh, we know that, Jason. We know that. It's in game. So I'm refreshing a bit my stuff sometimes, but if you go here, if you go on the event, if you go here, if you go on probability or reward rate, I'm gonna, so that's floor 7 and you get floor 8. So I'm assuming that Floor 8 is the Wonderland thingy. I mean, your odds to go to floor 7 with 150 is very low because you need the average is 564, right? With 150, you will reach, in average, you will reach 125, you're gonna reach floor 5 if you are slightly above average, and else you're gonna reach floor 4. And it's, you know, increasingly expensive to reach the next one. Oh, I got the thing. So let's put that in dollars. So that's, you need at least, you know, $6 because you're gonna buy the, you know, $1 pack somewhere, whatever. And then we could use, it's gonna be, I mean, I don't know, I want to count this one. It's like you do the way you want. So it's gonna be 4 times 5, basically 4 times 5. And it's gonna be 6 times 5 plus 10. It's gonna be so it was 110, and that's gonna be 3 times 10 now. That's gonna be 5 times 10. And it's gonna be 6 times 10, 5 times 5, and it's gonna be plus 1 times 20. So it's gonna be 6 times 5 and 2 times 20. And we can calculate the cost. The coin, how is it called? Talisman per dollar as well here. To have an idea, you know, that might be a decent thing to calculate. And here it's gonna be not applicable for these two, but I probably did the calcul wrong. I'm gonna do that later. Let's finish that. So it's 5, and it's 4. But you see, like every new milestone is like $25 to get 900. So that's, yeah, it's hard to translate, right, into the store and stuff like that. But it might be a big spender stuff. You might need to be, you know, if it's, let's say you pick 560 or 650, sorry, 650 to have a margin. So you need to reach it like 4 times to get to floor 8, maybe 5 times. So you will want to get like to the, you know, to reach floor 8, you will want to get somewhere here. And that's probably in the range of the 200, you know. Else it might be a bit risky, you know. And so far it was 25 per level more, so that's 6, 5, 5. And that has to be plus 1 times 50 here. So yeah, it seems to be 25 per dollar per floor. That seems to be very much the case. So here we do 2 and we start to remove 1. But it's 6 times 10, right? 6 times 10. So it's 5. I need to be careful what I'm doing. So 5, 6, 6. 66551 and 5652. 5652. So here, because you get a lot less talisman because you start to buy the $50, the cost will go up quite a bit. To be honest, the cost will go up quite a bit. 6. See, but that's very weird here. I'm wondering if I'm not doing something wrong. Oh, but here there is a big jump. Am I missing one? Am I missing 300? That's maybe why. Because maybe I'm missing a milestone and the math is right, but I'm missing... Yeah, I'm missing one milestone, guys. Gonna be that. Oh, come on. That plus that. It's gonna be that plus that. It's gonna be that plus that. And all of it is gonna be okay. So here to make it happen, with 3.5, I'm gonna need to do 3.7, so I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna need to remove 1. I'm not sure that's the most efficient way, but that might be. So it's gonna be 6352. 6352. Six, 3, 5, 2. That makes sense at least. At least it makes sense now. Yeah, I don't know if it's really helpful, but I think it might be because I think we'll play. I think I'll play, at least personally, I think I will really play it on Milestone and not on floors. Unless we figure out to visualize like the floors, and someone that is far better with math is coming up with a way to understand that better than me. Because that's, you know, my brain is not really good when it's abstract for my brain, for math. My brain stops working more or less. That's a sad conclusion I came, you know, to a long time ago. So here I'm missing 1 as well. I'm missing 4.4, right? I'm missing 4.4 here. I'm pretty sure. So I went a bit quick with the milestone. Do we have 4.4 in game? We have 4.4 indeed. We have 4.4 indeed, so here I need to calculate 4.4. So it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be probably just that, right? It's gonna be 4.4, oh, it's 200 more. It's gonna be 4, yeah, so it's gonna be 6463. 6463. 6463, and here it's gonna be 663. It's gonna be 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 6, 5. And this one is, so the, I don't know what I'm doing. This one is then, I mean, the milestone is not too bad, 5655. I mean, it's not too bad. It's $500, but I mean, that's what it costs to get to the milestone rewards. And quite a bit of RNG involved. I really agree with that. That's one that is kind of random, right? So we're gonna put the milestone here. $100 is not needed. Let me do that. Let me fix a bit. Okay. So we can do talisman per dollar, right? So we have cumulated talismans divided by cost. And here we have, you know, not applicable. Not applicable. So verification we can hide. I'm gonna actually move it. And I'm gonna hide it. And here the cost, you know, is going down a bit, but it's actually did I do the division? I need to divide the talismans accumulated per the amount of dollar it costs, right? So that's 30 talisman per dollar. So it don't want it to be in dollar for sure. That should be number. So you see, like it is initially not that good when it comes to the milestone. Then it goes up around here. So the high value is more or less buying, even from that standpoint, from the pack standpoint and from the milestone rewards, the value is buying $5 to $10 every day. That's where the value is for most of us, and that's gonna be $90 in total. That's gonna give us a lot of things. It's gonna give us, in terms of that means we're gonna be able to use 1,400. So we might go like 2 to 3 times to level 7 floor based on luck here. That will be, for medium spender, that will be one of the sweet spot, I guess. Why don't you ask AI what it thinks? But, you know, I need to give it proper data. I need to give it proper data to have AI, you know. Else you're gonna tell me random shit, you know. So what do you guys plan to spend on such an event? Like, let's say, you know, rewards are worth it. Like, what do you usually spend? Will it be like nothing, free to play, and you trigger the daily quest with buying packs somewhere else? Will you buy like $5, $10, $20 a day? It's just to get an idea a bit about. I think we have a few people with the team $1 to $10, which is, you know, my team as well. That's what I'm gonna do. Just to play a bit as well, just to have a feel. So let's play on the main. Let's play on the farm. Let's have now that we done a bit of the headachy stuff. Let's just, you know, click it and see what's happening. Good. Like, you could wait for free to play because you get 120, but you need nearly 600, so you will have to wait five events to be able to be nearly guaranteed to go to a level 7 floor. So the free to play strategy to hold, you know, is not really good. And I'm gonna do protected. So I'm not going down. That's 30% chance. Or 20 at least. Plus 1, okay. And here it costs 10, wow. Hey, Batman. Snowbuster is better value. That I don't know. We have Snowbusting event going on with this new one. Which you prefer spend on as a medium spender? I mean, Snowbuster, if when you have the skin, it's pointless to spend any at that stage. I mean, for me at least, I have no reason to spend on Snowbuster anymore. So lately these tend to be a lot better. The value on such events has been quite high. The issue is like we just don't know about what it, like, even if we look at that, we don't know what we're gonna be able to buy in the store. And that I don't know how to do the math for that. I'm gonna jump a bit. I'm gonna check a bit. I'm gonna check a bit what they say on Wostnerd. If someone look at that, say they come with the best strategy or something. Check the chart here. I'm looking at things, but it takes me pretty good value, it seems. It's also worth considering that the higher tier non-coin reward are worth more than the item you can exchange using the coin, which means if you get lucky and end up on floor 6-7, don't take the coin. Wow, that's really interesting. Let me show you that. What's the best thing to buy in the bazaar? That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So if I do Discord, is it showing up? So that's Snowy. So Snowy is doing very good things usually when it comes to that. What's Snowy? If I don't look at all the chat yet, and that, you know, I don't know if I can make a guide right now, but that's what is coming up. So value per tickets, but what we care about is more the percentage, right? And I don't know against what is comparing it, right? But if you look at Chief Gear Chess, very high, Advanced Wallmark, very, very high, Polish Design Plan, very, very high, Charm Secrets, very high, 400%, but they are very limited. Charms are very, very high. So you see, like, overall, when you are at the $5 to $10 pack, the value in the store, in the shop, is very, very high overall. That's not very, you know, that's data for now. It's gonna, I'm assuming that at some point they, you know, will put it in a more like structured way for people to understand. But here, you see, even the value at 100 is pretty good. The value at $5, $10 for most of us is very high. It's 400%. Compared to other sources of packs. But I don't know if that the simulation with level 8 and floor or level or without, right? I did it as two separate simulations, one including level 8, one without level 8. In the level 8 one, you will still do better just hitting level 5 regular. Pretty good value, it seems. It's also worth considering that the higher non-tier cons rewards are worth more than the item you can exchange using the coin. Which means if you get lucky and end up on floor 6-7, don't take the coin. So that's really important. That's really, really important. That means that in-game, let me show you game. How can I do that? What is he saying here, Snowy, is if you go to these floors, 6+, you get more from the item here than you get from what you can buy with the coins. So it looks like from what I'm seeing here, and I need to read, that the strategy might be to go to level 5 floor and to get the coin, because that's a lot cheaper. And I'm wondering if that's what. So you are saying best strategy is regular to level 5 floor? Yes. I already did the calculation by declining value from other item in the floor reward when it comes to higher than the coin value, when we use the purchase, blah, blah, blah. What happens when you go to floor 4? You do a regular and it descends by 1. You can still choose floor 3. I think so. Okay, Landion. So what is he saying here, Snowy, is if you go to this floors, 6+, you get more from the item here than you get from what you can buy with the coins. So it looks like from what I'm seeing here, and I need to read, that the strategy might be to go to level 5 floor and to get the coin, because that's a lot cheaper. And I'm wondering if that's what. So you are saying best strategy is regular to level 5 floor? Yes. I already did the calculation by declining value from other item in the floor reward when it comes to higher than the coin value when we use the purchase, blah, blah, blah. What happens when you go to floor 4? You do a regular and it descends by 1. You can still choose floor 3. I think so. Okay, Landion. The average value is calculated as how much total stuff you get divided by how many talismans you use. So you don't need to reach level 5, just claim reward if you fail. So I'm trying to understand what he means. It gets complex. I don't know if you guys are at ease with this kind of stuff, but for me it takes a while sometimes to process. Problem with only that there aren't actually that many in the shop. But personally speaking, simulation was better without protection, so regular exploration was better than doing with the protection exploration stuff. That will be weird. If I get lucky and reach floor 4 with 5 talismans, how much it will it cost to get to floor 5? Okay, that's... Cost to ascend. That might be more or less what I understand. I'm not yeah. That would be a very good way to recap it. Can you review my spreadsheet for this event? I'm not sure if, I'm not sure if my math skill is good enough. So that's where I think looking at a bit at the conversation, I don't know if you followed, if I was clear, but that looks more or less what we should do at that stage of the discussions. But I'm not sure how it works for the regular exploration. So let's do that on my farm. So I'm floor 3 with regular ones. So what are my odds now? Subsequent exploration draw chance per round. So I have 7. Oh, it's decent 1 or 2 floor. So I have 70% chance to go down and 30% chance to go up. Descending, we also okay, confirm. Okay, so it's gonna end my run. Select this reward, okay. So you have to start with 5. So okay, so that's what. So my understanding is you start with 5 and you do regular. And you always do regular with your 5. You select, okay. And you start with 5. And hopefully you go up, Eventually you will go up to floor 5, and that's when you're gonna do something. That's my understanding on how you should play. And not you the protected at that stage. Do I want to do that on my main yet. Should I jump on other accounts to try a bit more time, see how it goes? I have 3 other accounts I could do that on. We are 65, guys. It's crazy. These morning streams are crazy. We do boring. I mean, I don't know if it's boring stuff, but maybe it's not that boring if we are 56, but 65 actually, not 56. I have issue with numbers today. I got coffee though, but maybe not enough. So let's play on another account. That's what what other accounts are for. I'll do a polar. I'll do contribution. I'll do the things it takes. Let's do 1 polar, so we got a bit more. We need to do what? Contribution, polar, and training. So I need to train some troops too. So we get the maximum. Bam, 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 bam. Let's get these. Oh, that's insane. You see that the tyrants, when they are ranking people, and because on stage 6, they rank like, you see, they rank so many people. Imagine how you log in other states, how insane that is. So they rank 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they rank 10 players. The top 10 was from their state. So that's totally insane. How much I could claim because of that. That's just wow. I'm actually curious to do it. I don't know if you guys want, but I'm actually really curious to I'm gonna teleport here and then we're gonna do that now. Just curious how much I can get from like a massive state. Just out of curiosity. I'll do that now. We'll do the beast and then we'll play a bit here. But that's insane, you know, when you think about it. And you can do them 3 by 3, so it's gonna take a bit. And you don't need to teleport apparently. This event is bad to spend on. We don't know yet. It seems not to be bad, to be honest. From what people have calculated, it really seems not to be bad. It's very confusing. That I'm 100% agreeing, but bad. I'm really not sure it's bad, to be honest. It does not look bad to me. It looks very confusing. Like the value in the shop is very, very high. The only thing is like it's quite random. So you could be, and like we just said, you know, like the amount of coins you get level 6, 7, and 8 are not worth getting because you get far more. You get more rewards in the rewards from the floors. So I'll play here in a sec. We'll just do a bit of that. That's a lot. I should do that, or, you know, I should do Tyrant on my stage 6. It's gonna give me the fire crystal I need to progress the account and things. But let's play. Let's play a bit here. We did the Polar Terror. We got the Intel missions. Did we got the Polar mission? Make 1 Polar? Well, it did not work for the Polar. Did I teleport too soon? Did I teleport too soon? I need to go back probably then. Probably need to go back and to trigger it. Maybe I failed actually. But I used bad heroes, so maybe I failed. That's maybe the issue. I mean, we try to... I think we start to understand, but I'm not sure people came to this, you know, I'm not sure the conclusion that people came to is final, right? Right now, what I'm understanding from looking at the calculation people made is you use protected exploration on the first one because you have to. So you start your level, you start your thing. And the best thing you do, the best way to play the game is you do regular exploration. You just use all your things with regular exploration. And you play. And if you fail, you take the rewards and you start over. That seems to be the way to play right now. So you do that. That's very simple. You use regular exploration. And you will lose 70% of the time, so you will get very little reward, but sometimes you will go up, and that's where your chances, you know, your outcome can vary a lot. -2. So you see I'm not lucky. That's why I want to play on multiple accounts, so we can see when I get lucky what happens. See, so I'm level 4. So here it's pretty good. So ideally, you want to try to reach to level 5 and take the rewards. That's the strategy, but you will fail from time to time and you will get a lot less. So you could, if you wanted to be very safe, you could take level 4 as well. But the optimal way to play will be what's on screen now. Yeah, or you take 4 or 5. That might be an option. I'm not too sure yet. That's something like that. You will do that until you get floor 4 or 5, and we'll play on 2 other cities now to see. I was curious about getting all of these for a bit. That's really insane. Can you see how much? Because I already claim. Can you see how much you had in total? Is there like a recap? Yeah, you get the total you have, so that's pretty insane. And how much rare crystal I have? Wow, that's a lot. Let me kill that, because I need to put... To get to my furnace 5, I need to get this one to 4. Let's do another round and I'll change account and we'll play a bit more, just to see. But that seems to be the agreed way to play now, is to do level 4 or 5 and to restart. Because, you know, but it might be very frustrating if you are not lucky and you never go to 5. So that's why I think considering level 4 could be totally be an option. So let's do like a very simple polar. Let's level up some XP on heroes so I can actually play on that account quickly, and then... But I'm not sure I kill a polar with without heroes leveled up. There should be a, you know, something to do that faster. Yeah, Jason, that seems to be basically that. The thing is like, keep spamming the 5 talisman when you start, and then free exploration, whatever it's called. And we need to see if, because like, again, that's, you cannot, I mean, unless you are a genius with mathematics and stuff, you can maybe think of it and find it with your own head, but it's need to be simulated, 100k, you know, like they do. So that's a bit of a weird event. If it does not make sense to use the currency, if it does not make sense, like when you can use the currency, the strategy for spender will probably be that when you reach, you play for free all the time, and when you reach floor 4, you spend until you reach floor 5, something like that, right? That might be what makes sense. Or if you want to go to floor 7 or something, it might make sense to do something like that. But health, it probably does not. Let's just do that, and then we play. So I can do the Polar Terror, and I might need to speed up a march. I mean, not a march, but a bunch of troops. I might need to speed up. There we go. So now we should have 25 or something like that to play. Polar Terror not yet, contribution, let's go. Let's do that. And you know, it's a dead alliance, so it might take a while for people to join my rally. But let's play with what we have. We have 25. Do you start? You can skip. +3 is very rare, +2 is very rare. You will likely do +1, confirm, blah blah, skip. You do regular exploration, yes. You lose, you get your reward, you start over. Because you have 70% chance to lose, right? So you have 30% chance to go up. So you need to go up a few times with 30% chance. That's why it's gonna be frustrating and you're not gonna go anywhere for most of the time. Keep going up. Let's go, yes! So here you could either use your protected exploration, which I think makes sense, or you get the rewards, for example. Because you know, you have again only 30% chance to go up, and if you don't get the 750, you get the 180. So that's a lot less. So if you wanted to be very safe, you could play to level 4 again. See, like I went to level 4 twice, and that could be, you know, a decent strategy. Unless you are like a more someone that like to gamble a bit. And already, you know, I can buy, what can I buy in terms of fire crystal? That's 24 times 5. That's, you know, that's not it's not insane, but that's a bit. It could be 10 of these marks. That's amazing as well. And you see, like, it's a free-to-play account. I'm just playing like there you go. Do you have 5 more? No, I don't have 5 more. So let's log on the other account now. And I think that's gonna be the outcome at that stage and what we do. Could be wrong, but I think that's what's gonna be the strategy. Let's do on the last one we have. See if we get lucky. So I might wait, you know, before I do the video, I'll go back to the spreadsheet a bit. We're gonna do a few things here. I'm gonna unlock the island eventually here as well. But I'm gonna move these accounts to my estate to get more farms together. So I just want to unlock a few things. And I want the wood start to clear the island so I can start to accumulate, you know, essences and shit. Sorry for that. Bam, 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 bam. Just a bit annoying to go through the tutorial. Whatever, Baiti. Whatever you want, buddy. Up, up, up. There you go. And now he can cut while I'm away. These are free-to-play accounts. These are like farms. So I'm not... I'm using these to test a bit more. I'm gonna, you know, I can... I've already made purchase on the main, but it's not gonna... I'm happy to test, but I don't want to waste as well, if that makes sense. Let's just do one polar, just do the donations so we can have a bit of tokens to play. And I'm checking, you know, I mean, you see it, right? We're on the Discord, see what people are saying, but daily mission, bam, bam, bam. Ultima, I'm looking at what you do, mate. I'm saying, I don't know if it's better, but I appreciate you watching as well. But I think if people want to play safe, they can claim floor 5, floor 4. I'm not sure if that's the best, but that's I can understand that it's really frustrating. If you are very unlucky and you never go to floor 5, you might regret not to have claimed floor 4. So we are directly to floor 3, so that's pretty good. Here I have 70% chance to lose. So I claim. Well, I use protected by mistake. I don't want to. I mean, there could be different strategies as well, right? Because like going up here, cause you know, if you're level 2, you could protect once to go up for sure. Like, I don't know. There might be some in-between strategies when you are sometimes going up with the coins and with the protected exploration. But you see, like you're gonna go down a lot. That's gonna be frustrating. So that's the part I really don't like. I think people are gonna get frustrated because the event is it's confusing about what to do. See, like on the other account, I got 1000.6. And here I got 200, so we're gonna wait for the Polar Terror to be killed. Because it's gonna give me a bit more. But I think it's gonna be it could be a frustrating event. We should have a bit more. Or did the Polar fail? Call and rally. Okay, it's 26 seconds, so. But we know that the items are in the store have a good value, that's for sure. It's more, do you play for Milestone? Do you play for item in the store? What the best strategy is quite unclear. Or you know, you don't choose, you just play and you get what you get. But we'll play a bit on the main after that. I'll spend what I purchased on the main to try to see. I was hoping we'll get a bit, you know, a bit further in when it comes to understanding what's best, but I'll be the guinea pig, I guess. Just claiming all of these, because these little accounts do not really allow me to see more. Let's go here. Because I use my farm as well, so there's nothing left to use here. I'm thinking about what we can do before going further. Let me just refresh that and start a 30-minute timer. And let me see what I can do if I buy $20 once. We get a bit more to do today. That's shit, that's shit. So if we buy the $20, what can I do with the $20? If I buy it once, we're gonna get to the milestone that is 1,700. So I had a mission anyway, so that I wanted to get rid of. And I'm kind of doing a bit more. I'm maxing Rufus today. Decided that, you know, it's been a long time enough. So we'll pay on the main, yes. I just wanted to, you know, was hoping we get a bit further with understanding, but it's fair enough. Just starting a timer for Intel missions. So I got 500. So I got 500. Let's quick check here. Going a bit further in the conversation from Snowy and PCB. That's really what Snowy got, right? When you fail to protect, you lose all the talismans. So if you go up because you are protecting yourself, when you eventually fail because you run out of talisman and stuff, you could lose so much of talisman. You could have wasted so many of your talismans. When you do the regular exploration and you just use 5, like we could play 100 times now. And you know, I might get very little, but I could play 100 times and get very little 100 times, who spend a lot in the hope to get something big. And from what they found, and what they're talking about here mostly, is that it's just worth playing a lot, and you cannot automate it. You have to do it manually. So we will do that. If you care why, you know, why 48 for 48, even if it's not the topic of today, it's one of the explanation is right here. Well, it's one of the other reason. But that was 3 days ago, so it's not gonna go crazy. So jump to presents. So I'm gonna let me just put the regular setup. We can remove Discord and can put the game back in the middle. And then we'll play a bit now. Hey Leon. Welcome Leon. So skip and hope to be lucky. So he's here because I, you know, Yeah, I'm not sure. That's where I'm hesitating. That's exactly where I'm hesitating. TFC mids. That's just what I said. It seems to be that you only use regular exploration and you play until floor 4 or 5, and when you play 4 or 5, you claim and you start over, and you do that over and over and over. Like that's the initial findings. If you do not spend, if you spend, I'm wondering if there are not a lot of in-between, but we don't have that yet. It's not a simple event. It needs to be simulated. People need to do simulations, which I don't know how to do that myself. And yeah, but for free to play, it's spam the 5 talismans and pray, exactly. And then if you reach floor 4 or 5, if you want to be very safe, you claim floor 4, floor 4, like where I am, because you have 30% chance to go to floor 5, and you might never see it at the free to play if you're unlucky. If you feel like a player and you're a bit more of someone that like to gamble, then you try to go floor 5 and you claim. Because go floor 6, like the gap between floor 6 is so small that it does not worth the risk, right? But here for me, what I'm wondering for spenders is, in that case, is it better to just spam, like little lower levels as well, or to use what you buy to secure? But I could secure, quite a bit. So I'll try to secure, to see what I get. -2, -1, -1. So floor 5. So that costed me 120. That costed me 120 to go up. To get 2,000. And here it's worth to get that. So if we look at 2,200, let's calculate quickly, right? So 2,200 divided by 50, it's gonna allow me to buy 43 charms, but it's a bit less. So 43 times 5, if I wanted to buy that, it's gonna allow me to buy 215. And here I get 216. So it's the exact same, actually. The same value so far. But it costed me so much, to be honest, to secure that. I'm not sure it was worth it. I'm really not sure it was worth it. So right now, because I want to buy things I cannot get here, I'm gonna get select. And I'm gonna do start over, right? So we start. That's how I'll play, like people find it is the best way to play at that stage, right? You do regular exploration, you lose, you start over, you get your reward, bam, bam, and you repeat. You just rinse and repeat. It's gonna cost you 5 every time. Yeah, floor 3, floor 4. So here I can either get it or be playful. And try to go to the next one. It seems to be the best, seems to go to the next one. I'm a bit skeptical on that. Because you don't get 3 times the rewards, You have so much chance to be unlucky. I really think that the sweet spot is floor 4, because I have 30% chance to go up. So if I go up 3 times, right? Let's say I'm reaching out. Either I can get 10 times that, so I can get 700 times 10, so that's 7,500 if I get that 10 times. And if I get that 3 times, because I go up 3 times, so it's 2,160 times 3, that's 1,000 less. So for me, floor 4 is better. Floor 4 is better. With 30% chance to, because you could go up twice, right, as well. So you could go up to floor 6, but that's 10% of the time. So I will go, let me just check the odds before I'm saying something stupid. yeah, 2 floors up. I mean, for me, if you want to be safe, it's floor 4. You claim floor 4 if you want to be safe. And here, like Chief Gear and Charm seems to be very similar priced here. It's just that you can buy in the store, you can buy things you cannot buy. So for me, I can get secrets, for example. And you're gonna need 6,000 to get secrets. Hey, Sesh. So I'll see what the outcome is today. I'll wait a bit. I'll wait a bit, but because you know there is like practical and there is like theory, right? And in theory, you could get the reward might be better if you play a bit more. But you are betting on 5.9% and 0.1%. So if you take these into account, it seems to be better to go to floor 5. But the truth is, that's 6% of the time. So most of us, with the amount of coin you get at the free-to-play, you will either be highly unlucky or highly lucky. You will never get that as average. With such a small percentage, most of us will never get the average here. So we'll either be above average or below average. And if you want to flat out your luck and not depend on luck, I think floor 4 is the sweet spot. I really think floor 4 is the sweet spot. And you know, I'm happy to be proven wrong with simulations and proper math. But looking at it right now and at the odds, see, like floor 4, bam. Now imagine if I do that. We'll do that for like the 360 I got, and we'll see what I get. We'll stop at floor 4. And we'll go. I might keep 100 for like the video or something like that, because I'm gonna make a video guide. Let's click through. I wish there is an auto mod, to be honest. If they ever give it. And you know, I don't know about floor 3, but we could do the calculation. The claiming is a bit annoying. Times 2, minus 1, let's go. See, because you're gonna lose 70% of the time, it's gonna be like that. You know, it's not gonna be feeling great. That's really weird. That's a bit of a weird game. That you know that you are failing more than you win. That's an interesting design choice, at least. Remember that if you buy Frostars to play the event, you can use my link on the official store to support what I do. I wanted to stay online 2 hours. It's already 2 hours, so I might do 3, but then, you know, I kind of need to get going with my day. So you see, like, even counting on 24%, you barely go up. So counting on, you know, 6% to go up 2 or 3 level is insane to me. When there is such a, you know, random part of this, wow, -2 on top of that. So here you lose everything when you do -2. We are 80. That's really crazy. These morning streams are crazy. Thank you, guys. So wait, the guaranteed ascent on the protected exploration is reset between rounds. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, we're going up. We're not. We're not. Let's go. So here, I'm already hesitating, but I think I should... For me, it makes more sense to just take it, to be honest. I don't think... I mean, I know AI is saying that level floor, you know, floor level 5 is better from what people calculated, but with a 6% chance, like with a 24% chance, I will not count like the 6 already. I will kind of discard that. He went. I mean, that's a bold move. That's a bold move to the regular exploration to the top. But it might happen, huh? You know, it might happen. But that could be, you know, that will show a bit what kind of player you are, right? Some people, I'm a bit more on the safe side. So for me, like getting to level 4 often and get a lot here, I'm okay with that. Some people will be like, you know, dude, I don't care. Either I get that or I get nothing. And it's really a personal thing. And I think both are okay at the end of the day. I'm a bit more of a safe player, if that makes sense. You personally gonna show a bit here. Hey, Xen, welcome. So see, like that's a lot of coins for little. And I could have, you know, with luck, I could have gotten a lot more. Or I could have been, see, bam, 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 non-stop. Get these coins. And now my luck, you know, is gonna go down a bit, but you need to think as well about what do you want to buy in the store. There is a mix between the milestones that you will get. So for example, we'll get 500 today. So, you know, that's for sure. We'll get to 500 and we'll get more the other days. So that's gonna give us, you know, that amount here. And then is what do you want to buy in the store? For me, I want to buy that. And I can already buy that. So that's pretty good. Then what else do I want to buy? These are well priced. Apparently, if we look back on Discord, the initial calculation of the store, I want to put it in the Google Sheet, actually. That the initial calculation of Snowy. What is very well priced? Charm Secrets, okay, and Chief Gear Variety Chest. So Chief Gear Variety Chest are very, very well priced as well. So how much you need to buy them? There are 5 daily. So that's something you might want to buy daily. You might want to spend these daily plus the secrets, and that's the highest value by far. And then everything else, what do we have? When it comes to value, then the next one, the highest price, are the charm design or the charm guides are very, very high as well. Fire crystal speed ups are not very high. Hero gear chests are not very high. Essence stones are not that high. So it's advanced well marks. That's maybe somewhere I get some as well. I don't know if that's where I want to focus on, but they are very, very well priced as well. I mean, most of the stuff is very well priced. The speed ups not. The essence stones are decent as well. These are not great. These are not amazing. But more or less everything else is very well priced. I might record it after the stream, so I'll stream for like, you know, half an hour more, something like that. We'll get to use a bit what I have. I'll maybe keep some, because I already bought the $20 pack and I'm not gonna go further than that. See, I got lucky 3 times in a row. I am getting unlucky now. So as free to play, when you get only 120 per event, so it's gonna be what, 16 run? How much? 120 divided by 5. Divided by 5. That's gonna be 24 runs. So 24 runs is gonna go very quick, you know, if you get unlucky. That's gonna be over 6 days. So that's a bit underwhelming, to be honest, for free to play. So for me, I think I'm gonna do that quite a bit today. And I want to see how it goes. And tomorrow I can change strategy if we find something better. But I really think that the safe place is floor 4. For most of us. Floor 5 and above is like too much of a gamble. So I might keep 100 for the video, you know. We'll do like 50 maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Is it a bear day today? Do we have bear? Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it's a bear day, so I'm not gonna send farmers. Let's keep going. Oh. Four attempts until the guaranteed ascent. Yeah, I really don't see the point, to be honest, to go to floor 5. I'm gonna keep checking, but the odds are really, really bad. Oh, we will get Wonder Chance. So Batman, you need to go to floor 7. Here. Which I'm not trying to do, to be honest. At that stage. When you get to floor 7, you are receiving Wonder Stars. And when you have 5 Wonder Stars, you can go to floor 8, which is the Wonder Chance, right? That's floor 8. So that's what you get. So that's floor 7. You get nearly 6,000. And here you get double, more or less. You get 12,000. And you get that. But right now, the simulation are saying it's not worth it. The simulation are saying it's not worth it. At least with our level of spend, so. If you get the item you want, select the item rather than the tokens. I think, Jason, it's quite similar at that stage. It was better a bit on higher stages, but yeah. But for me, I want secrets and I want probably refined wild marks, so I cannot get them, but I could buy some charm secrets, for example. Charms, could get some charms. I mean, get the stones if you need stones so bad. One hope, basically, for the floor 5 is to get from 3 to 5 directly. Bam, and get very lucky from here. See, imagine that's really the best strategy, and you buy 1,000 of these. The whales, you know, never gonna be patient that way. They're gonna go. They're gonna go for like the big levels, you know. That's just too annoying to do. But at least you can play for a while, you know. You just get yelled at by the beast. That's the only problem. Yes, 2 level, amazing. Bam. For me, you know, I don't think I'll go. I need to double check. I might need to be a bit more careful with my picks. What do I, you know, I already have 12k. So I'm gonna buy that and I'm gonna get some more from the milestone. So that's 6k. Then if I want to buy all of these, that's 32k and that's 200. But I don't know if it's 200 is a lot. Jason, from what I calculated, is like very, very close. Unless I made a mistake. it was like the difference was literally 1 charm. Out of 200, out of 215, one was giving me 215, and not really, because I would have some currencies left to buy in the store, and the other one was giving me 216. The one I calculated on floor 4. So it was, the difference was literally 1% or something. I could be wrong, but that's what. That's what I came up with. So we got 5 minutes to get this, so that's gonna be important to not miss. We're gonna do the math on the next time I go to level floor 4 and look at it. Bam, yes. Yell at me. Yes. So here, if I get 2,160, I think it's probably the chief gear I want, to be honest. Probably want the chief gear because you cannot really buy it in high quantity, right? But if I wanted the essence stones, so to buy 86 essence stones, divided by 5, divided again. So we'll need to buy 17.2 of these times 155. That's 2,666. 2,666. So the essence stones are far better here. But they are very rarely offered. But I don't need essence stones, for example. No, it's like a monster. I don't know. So I think for me, I'm gonna take the chief gear here, because I don't really need the essence stones. That's gonna be the best option for me. Because I cannot guarantee to go high enough. I don't spend enough to be high enough. Ooh. I nearly clicked on the protected by mistake. +2. I got lucky. There are many strategies, probably, They're like free to play, they are big spender, they probably do play a bit differently. Before I record the guard, I might watch 1 or 2. If there are whales, that made like crazy videos, I might watch 1 or 2 just in case I change my mind, but let's finish. Let's keep 50 for the video. It's gonna be enough to play 10 times, to show people what's up. Boom. Yes. So here, 750 or chief gear. How much is it? Chief gear is like 30, so it's like 30 times 20, but these are very limited in the quantity you can buy. Gen 5 we got less token. That will make sense here. If we save and do it on last day, will it be better? I mean, that could be an option, because by then we might have figured out things a lot more. Because right now, what people tested right now, you have to understand that, right? People tested between doing regular exploration over and over, right? Or people tested to go to level 8 floor, right? So, but that's black and white, right? You know, if you know what I mean. There is no other strategy in between. It's not like, oh, you go to floor level 4 or 5 for free, and when you get to level 4 or 5 for free, then you start to use your token to go to level 8. You know, there are strategies like that that might be nuanced and that might be better, but that's not gonna be for free to play though. It's not gonna be for free to play. So that's something we will get to know probably a bit, you know, later, when people have modelized, like I've made models for like all the in-between solution, and we'll be okay, we have, if you have that many, you play, you know, with the five talismans offer, and you play with the regular track. If you have, you know, up to 2,000-3,000, you have options to try to get to the biggest one and stuff like that. There might be like different strategies for different level of spend in the game. But that right now I cannot tell you, because it's too soon. It's the first time we have the event. So strategy one could be wait and play later when we understand things better. That could be a very good one. That could be very fair as well. Are fire crystal worth it in the shop? They are pretty poorly priced apparently. I don't know what they were compared against, but the first comparison is not good. Is not good. If you look at the shop, so that's Snowy. No, that was Snowy. I forgot if it's Snowy. That might not be Snowy that made the calculation on the Worst Nerd Discord. So you can see gems, fire crystal, speed ups, hero gear, essence stone, charm design, charm guard, secrets, blah blah blah. All of these. The speed ups are 70% discount, but they are rare. You can get them. So, you know, you don't get speed ups with very high discounts as well. You know, it's not because it's bad. It's like, you know, you have to put things into context. Fire crystals are 200%, so they're okay, but you get 400% item, right? Discounted. So the variety chest, which you can buy in very limited amount. Charm secret that you can buy in very limited amount. Chief guide and charm guide and design that you can buy in very limited amount that are very, very good as well. Then, you know, polish design plans are really good, which I'm missing a lot of these. I'm missing a lot of polish and design plans, so that might be something I get. Advanced wildmark are really, really good. And some of the other one we cannot buy anyway. And you see like fire crystal are 200. So they are, you know, they are not poorly priced, but they are not as cheap as the rest. If you need fire crystals, you can always get them. That's always an option. But that's one of the challenges, like you have a lot of better options. So, but I might get the fire crystal eventually, you know, when I get to, so that's gonna be 6.4 plus 100 daily. Plus, how much do I need? You know, that's gonna be 10k. If I want to do charm, that's gonna be 10k. So that's a bit much. That's gonna be what? 10k, most of them. Yeah. Advanced wildmark is gonna be 32k. So I'm really hesitating to go. How much wildmarks you need to put the pets from purple to golden? If I go on my pet guide, I need to clean up the pet thread. So purple, so blue to purple, you need 265 advanced wildmark in average. And to go to purple to golden, you need 610 in average. So that's a third of purple to golden. And how much is that purple to golden? Is probably 9%, something like that. So you probably get 3-4% stats on lethality and defense here. Lethality and health. If you buy all of these for 32k. Hey Coco. The best item again are these two at the top. The secrets, if you are Gen 7+, that's for charms, charm level 12, and the chief gear material, which, you know, for once is one of the... Sometimes it's not the best price. So these two are very well priced. And then it's gonna be the advanced wild marks, and it's gonna be the charms and the chief gear stuff after that. So, you know, far more than most of us can buy, basically. I'm waiting, you know, to get someone else. Because that's... It depends against what it was compared, and I don't know against what it was compared so far. So if we look at that, I need to take care of. So TalkStream is coming to the same conclusion. Let me show you. Will it show? Okay. So that's the TalkStream that made his conclusion as well. So you see Chief Gear chest material, highest to lowest, right? He sorted highest to lowest. Then it's Charm Secrets. Oh no, it did not sort highest to lowest. I mean, the Mythic Hero Gear chests are pretty good as well, he says. Mythic Hero Shard. Do we have Mythic Hero Shards? The value is quite different here. The value is quite different. We have Mythic Hero Shards, and you think they are quite cheap, but that's, you know, barely anybody want to buy these. And for him, the rest is not as well priced because he probably has a different comparison point. He probably compare them to other packs. So that's TalkStream version. And I don't know if it's final, if it's a work in progress. But that's based on what he spent and the amount of coin he got as well. So that's probably a little too, you know, too little of a sample to be trusted yet, if that makes sense. It's a work in progress. Most of it is a work in progress, guys. It's not a simple event. It's a complicated one when it comes to math and how to play it and the value of things, because the variation of what you will get is high on that event. So I wish it was a bit more simple to tell you what to do and how to play and what you will get, but the truth is you might not. I'll just do this on the last day and wait. I don't have that much money to burn. Yeah, that, you know, that's really fair as well. That's really fair as well. Let me keep like a bit more. I'll keep 80. So I can do, because I might do a French video as well, I think. Did I accept a win one? Yeah. So what are your questions about the event? Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up so I can record in an hour or two. I'll get breakfast. So I'll take some notes for myself. Let me write the written guide on Discord with you guys. Let's do that together. So I can follow the Discord guide when I record the video, and it's gonna be helpful. I'm just gonna need to clean up the comments a bit. Let me show Discord on stream as well. We'll finish there. Let's put the game here. So here it's gonna be event overview that I'm gonna write later. It's gonna be video guide, and live streams. And here's gonna be Google Sheet. That we're gonna fill later. About the event. 50 pack got me 60,000 coin. Is there a better strategy on how to play it? It does not matter. That's something we try to figure out, Coco. It depends how much you spend, but it seems to just be using the $5 things and to repeat. So just do the protected expedition, and you for free, and you play until level 4 or 5. If you are a bit more of a gambler, you can play until level 5, and you might be highly unlucky or highly lucky. And if you are a safe player and you don't want to waste too much, you play until level 4. So you just play. That seems to be the best solution, the best thing we know right now, at least. I can do that. That's gonna be okay. Gathering is. Lean, doing this free-to-play is really underwhelming. You don't have much to do as free-to-play, to be honest. You don't. There is not much to do. You don't have that many attempts. Let me change that 1 sec. So I need to just verify something. Yes. Okay. This is private, so let's open it to everyone with the link so we can start to share it. Just need to put people's names for the credits eventually. You guys see nothing? Why is that? Oh, I removed Chrome, that's why. No, I wanted to show you Discord. That's because I minimized it. And I put it there, okay. So we'll do free-to-play strategy. Let's do the essential strategies. How is it called? Safe strategy, and we'll have a bit more of a we'll have a safe strategy and a riskier strategy. So the first one is gonna be use, launch a new run, start. Let's start a new run with 5 talismans. How is it called? Do regular explorations until level 4 and claim the wanted rewards. Stinex. So I'm gonna talk about reward in the next post. If failed. Claim rewards on level 4 or when failing. And it's gonna be until level 5. And pay to win strategies, to be honest, I don't know them yet. Eventually fine. Strategy so far. Are either free-to-play strategy above or to as floor with always using talismans. Maybe strategies are being mixed up. How to select reward. That's really important on that event. This is a bad event. Not other reward per se, just bad or punishing. It is an overall event. They should be double. Yeah, that's the thing I find weird in terms of designs. Is like it makes you fail a lot, and that's usually something that players don't really enjoy. So that's the part I'm a bit confused with. Like, why would you do a punishing event if that makes sense? That's the part that's slightly weird to me when it comes to my choice of design. I mean, it could be fun with less reward if you did the other way around, right? If you go up a lot and sometimes, but you know, if you go up a lot and sometimes you go down, you feel very bad and you might be incentivized to take a lot of risk, and you might lose all you get because of that. So in here, it kind of pushes you to be conservative and to be like, okay, I'm securing floor 4. That's good enough, right? That's good enough. I'm gonna rinse and repeat that, and I'm gonna kind of milk that to get something I want, and I'm gonna have control over my progress. Or you can be like, I'm a bit more like a gambler. I like to take more risks in life, so I'm gonna go to floor 5, right? No worries. Good luck for people that go to work. I'm gonna start working very soon, guys, as well. I kind of need to wrap up here. But how to select reward? On each level, are they called level? I guess level is clear enough, right? A floor. Let me on each floor on floor. Let me change. Why? That's okay. I don't care for now. So on each floor, on floors 3 and beyond and above, you can pick between star coin or items often. And items are changing. Based on that, it seems that in general, If on that floor with the coins, and you get more by selecting the item directly. So the rules is rule of thumb is if the rewards available, what you will buy, take it. If not, take the coins to buy what you want. So store shop. Calculated, and as always, it depends. Which coins you expect for return the amount. Then these are being explored. Okay, fair enough. This having said that, best item seems to be let's look at what people were saying and doing about it. Bam, bam. Let's put that on the other screen. But there, you know, there are two people that calculated the reward and they agree on it more or less. So daily chief gear material chest. That's pretty good. Then charm secrets. I mean, the hero shard. The guy on Wonderland, he did not calculate them. The hero shards. Then what we can suggest people, then it's gonna be charms. Chief gear, both charm and gear. Chief gear. Fire crystals. They are not too bad. They are not too bad. That we're gonna agree on that right now for the shop. I'm gonna put that everywhere. I don't know what you think. Like, is it enough that you guys can feel you can start to play? If you are worried to make mistake, and that's why I kind of delayed playing, on live stream on my main account, hopefully we figure out more, is don't play today. Just, you know, do your thing, buy your packs if you buy two, and do it later. That's really okay as well. Have potentially yet to be found. The best strategy might be to play later. Things are figured out. On a 6-day event, it's very easy to do as well, so figured out. That's maybe something I actually put like in big, so people see it eventually. Ça va dépendre énormément de ce que tu vas acheter dans le shop. Ça dépend. Ça dépend, ça dépend. That's maybe the next thing we do. Shop. That's gonna be shop value. So let me shop value. Let me. Where is OBS? I already need 3 screens. So let's get rid of Discord. Let's put back the Google Sheet. And then I need to run after that. I'm gonna take a few hours until I can record. I need to eat, I need to do some stuff. It's quite more complex than I thought it might be, so, you know. So now we want Google Chrome. Let me show it up. That's gonna work, I think. So we're gonna do another tab. We're gonna call it shop. This time we're gonna protect it as well. And we're gonna calculate how much stuff are in the store and what do you need to buy. So that's the bizarre bazaar. So items, item quantity, total cost. Total cost. So we have daily chief gear chest. We have charm secrets. We have lucky hero mythic hero gear chest. We have fire crystals. Hero shard, general hero shards, lucky hero gear chest. That's gonna help people a bit decide what to do as well, and that's something maybe I'm gonna go back and edit on Discord. Essence stones, advanced wild marks, chief charm design. That's actually charm guide first. I'm gonna put the same order. Charm guide. Then we got design plans, polishing solution, hardened alloy. I think that's like that. Speed ups. That's general speed up, just in case it matters. General speed ups and resource chest. That's maybe what I want the most, you know. It may be resource chest. That's funny. So let's do that. Let's do that. Bam, bam. All a bit bigger. 11. Let's do 20. Let's center it And let's, so that's okay. So daily chest, so that's quantity 5, 20. We're gonna do that times that, and that's 600 for 6 days. That's fairly cheap, to be honest. That's fairly cheap. That's fairly cheap, and that's gonna be 11 as well. That's 2,320. That's 2,250. That's 60 at 65 a piece. Oh, but you get quantity, okay. But you get multiple on some of them. So that's times 1. That's times 1. I'll do that later. I'm gonna edit after. That's 200 at 50. That's 200 at 166. I'm gonna do total items as well on the right. It's gonna be a bit clearer, I think, else it's gonna be a bit confusing. So that's 200 at 155. That's 200 at 160. That's 200 at 50. 200 at 50. 200 at 50 as well. 100 at 50, that's 99,999 at 55, and that's 99,999 at 1. The fire crystal is 5. Essence, that's times 1. That's times 5. So what seems to be changing is not the store. Like you guys in the shop have the same quantity and stuff. It's the currency that you get when you play, right? So it's always one or the other. It's rarely both. That's 5, 5. I think it's easier to read with a space. Daily, okay. Then polishing solution is 25, because you get more of these usually. Hardened alloy is 2,500. General speed up is 5. And resource chest is 1. I mean, if you start to dump into the resource chest, you probably spend too much on the event. So total cost, total item. This one is a bit odd, so it's gonna be 5 times 1 times 6 days. It's gonna be 30 chests. Secret, it's gonna be 20 times 1. It's gonna be 20. It's gonna be 2. It's gonna be here. Let's do the one that are easy. It's gonna be that's time 5. Let's do that, and let's just change the one that needs to be changed. Time 5 and time 1. Okay, so we got that. That's one way if you want to know what to buy. I mean, how much coins you need, you can basically decide here, right? So let's say for me, I'm gonna make a total without the speed ups. Total. So total, no speed ups. Speed up, no resources. Because, you know, that's a bit insane to want these. And we're gonna do total as well with all of them. I don't think it's really helpful, to be honest, but whatever. This one, you know, I'm gonna put it in gray because so let's say for me, I want the charm secrets. I want the guide, the design. I want the wall marks. I need to get 60,000 coins. And can I know how much? We will need to be able to get an average, you know, of that I don't know what to do about it yet. It's like, how do you calculate the average coins you're gonna get based on how much you spend? We can get the, you know, the talisman cost. We can get the cost of how much it's gonna, you know, all of that. But how much? What are they called? The Wonder Star coins. How much you gonna get? That I have no idea to show you. With it's too soon. I really think it's too soon. To consider. So that's gonna be best items to buy. Consider. Amount of item from the store, so as the ones. Sometimes better, sometimes better. You might want to calculate. And get only that, and for the rest. Pick the rewards on each floor available. Directly from playing, I get that's a bit clear like that. So I think we covered in 3 hours. We covered the. Oh, I'm not showing this card. So I think we covered the basic, right? For where we are. You know, and I don't know if there will be a lot more movement today. Yeah, people are very confused. People are overall very confused. I mean, that's fair enough. It's one of the most complex events they put forward, to be honest. I think we got a good base for day one. I think this one is gonna take a while. So again, if you don't know what to do, don't play. Wait until we figure things out, until people spend money, until people do them simulation. To recap, so simulation that have been done is either you play free to play, like I've been showing you. You just, you know, protect. Let's do one last. My game is frozen. Let's restart the game quick. The safe and decent way to play seems to just do like the 5 initial and then just do the free upgrades until you fail or until you reach floor 4 or 5 and based on your, you know, appetite for risk. It's like investing, right? You know, if you play a bit more risky, you get more rewards, but you might not want to. So you do regular exploration and you get the reward if you lose. No, else you do protected to start, you have to, and then you do regular, floor 4 or 5, depending on your luck, and blah, blah, blah. And you just do that, and you rinse and repeat, and you stop playing when you lose or you don't have a choice, or floor 4 or 5. Let's see if we can get to floor 5 today. 4. If we can get to floor. Yeah, I got to floor 5. Perfect, with luck. And so here the rewards are far better when you get the Essence Stone. I'm gonna keep that for the video actually. I'm not gonna pick the rewards yet. I'm gonna keep that for the video. That's a really good example to get. But I got +3, I got very lucky. That's a 0.1. That's even less than that. It's 0.1%. So it's insane. So it's insane. 1 every 1,000. So that's how you play free-to-play, else you wait until we find something better, but that will be the strategy. And then for you either pick what you want here that are a bit better. If that's what you would buy in the store, you can get it here, knowing that Essence Stone is quite cheaper. It's like 20-30% cheaper here, so that might still be worth taking. Else, you know, you buy the coins to buy what you want at the store, more or less. And that's the simple version. You need to do your polar, your contribution, your true power. Purchase if you spend, the rest is very easy, and that's the TLDR of it, I guess. You don't have to do much more. But I'll leave you guys 5 minutes because we are still a lot, but the chat is a bit quiet. I'll leave you 5 minutes for questions. Else I'm gonna go back to real life to work. Yeah, that was fun. That's a bit of a headache for like a such a small event in some ways, but it is what it is. They like to give us, you know, problem to solve. The Whiteout, you know, there might be a bit of a mass nerds or something. They like complexity in some ways, and you know, hopefully we can break it down properly and quickly enough so we know, at least if not the best, like very efficient way to play, you know. I need to do some snowbuster, but I don't know if I have time today. To be honest, I'll just clear it with the thing. I don't have time today to... You know, it's better to clear it quick and to get a bit of extra from the gear, but I'm gonna accumulate more than not being able to play for hours and sit on it. Except for, you know, except now it starts to be like a stupid amount. I mean, it's not too bad. It's still very high, but it's not too bad. Quand est-ce que je referai un live? Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Au pire ce week-end pour les batailles de ce week-end, pour Canyon et Fonderie. While I'm, you know, getting food and breakfast and stuff, I'm gonna just go around, look a bit on YouTube if there is anything else, if there's anything new. Else I'll record in like a few hours from now. I'll take a moment to kind of give you the you know 1.0 version of the guide, so people have something to go about. And to go with today, and then, you know, if there are better findings tomorrow, better things, people can always, you know, always adjust. I don't think what we covered today is bad. I don't know if it's optimal for everybody, especially for spenders. Free to play, I'm pretty sure that's the safest way to play it, to be honest. I don't think it's worth saving for multiple events. I don't see, you know, it while it works on some events, it does not really allow you to get very sexy milestone. Sometimes it does, but in this one you will need to wait 5 events to get a sexy milestone, and we don't know how often we're gonna get it. So yeah, so betting on, you know, waiting on getting it 5 times to get like to the 600 milestone and get a lot more from the milestone reward. I'm like, that's, you know, you can always do it, but and you know, I don't think they'll make it a monthly event, right? I think it's gonna be 2-3 times a year, maybe 4 times a year. Maybe people don't like it because it's leg based and we never see it again. I'm not too sure what to think here. So I would not bet on that. But actually, the more I think about it, it's like it's not too bad that it is made that way. I think it's a lot better. We will get a lot less disappointed, I guess, that way, the way they set it up. Any info about cost of exploration, of protected exploration between floors? That's a good question. I probably saw it, but I don't know if I noted it. Cost to ascent. So level 1 is 5, level 2 is 5, level 3 is 20, level 4 is 30, people think. That has to be verified. Level 7, 5 is 70, level 6 is 125, and so I think it's go to, right? It's like go from 0 to 1, it's 5, to go to 1 to 2 is 5, to go to 2 to 3 is 5, right? I think it's like that, if I remember. So that's something I'm gonna add to the Discord as well. That's a good question. But people know that because they made some simulation, so they have to know this value else the simulation are worthless, right? I'm gonna add it to the data dump thread. On Discord, and yep, that's gonna... Well, I start to be really angry as well. So we'll see. So people, Asa is working on it. Many people are working on it, their own version of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for me today. Thank you very much for being here. That was crazy to be that many in the morning. I might consider morning streams a bit more because that's really, really popular every time. That's pretty cool. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being available. Hopefully what we've done today was helpful. Yeah, and I'll make sure the Discord is updated. That will be the main source of information in terms of, you know, it's far easier to update Discord than to record the video again. Takes a lot less time, and you know, if I push 5 videos in one day about the same event, everybody gonna be lost and confused. So yeah. So that's what we have, that's where we are, and I'll keep an eye on, you know, host nerds, content creators, official Discord sometime. There are some people doing a bit of simulation and stuff here as well. And if we find something game ranking, I'm gonna ping the Discord thread right now. So yeah. Hey Russ, you're very welcome, mate. I think I didn't answer you about the packs that are resetting, but I actually don't know, so I think I never answered your question when you asked about it. I don't know a list of packs that are being reset with transfers and someone keeping track of that properly, so that may be something that you might want to start it, because if you transfer you might know more than some of us. But yeah, I need to run, get some food, start to work, start my day. Thank you again, everybody. Have an amazing day. I'll see you soon anyway for a video. I don't know when I stream again. Worst case scenario, I stream over the weekends. And we have Canyon, we have Foundry, so I don't know when I do these yet. If I do like 14 UTC or 19 UTC yet, I'll see a bit with the wife what we do. I have my family around a bit as well, so kind of need to see where I slot all of these. But it will eventually happen. Thanks again, much love. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.